Hi guys, it's Laurie, and I cannot wait to get started on this. The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. Exodus 14:14. That's how I want to start today, because if you don't hear it, anything else I say from this on Vicksburg, Mississippi, I want you to hear this. You don't have to fight every battle. And Neville Goddard said, change your conception of yourself and you automatically change the world in which you live in. See, that's exactly what Vicksburg stands for. This city has seen it all. Canyons, crying, echoing through the streets, and prayers so fierce they could shake heaven. And the women here, the 1960s, they were unshakable. They held their families together, kept their faith strong, and lived with determination. That didn't bend to fear. That's the part I want us to remember. They didn't have the option to quit. They didn't get to say, I'm tired. I'm sitting this one out. They handled what was in front of them with courage and grace and the weather. They called it that, or they were living examples of the Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. Now I want to stop right here and talk about something we don't celebrate enough. Rest. Ladies, rest is holy. It's not laziness. It's necessary. Your body will tell you when it needs it. And if you ignore it, you're not being strong. You're burning yourself out. Rest keeps your creativity alive. It keeps your dreams in focus. It keeps your mind clear and your heart steady. See, Hebrews 4:10 says, for anyone who enters God's rest also rests from their works, just as God did from his. Even God rested. Think about that. The creator of the universe paused. So if the one who made everything took time to rest, what makes us think we're supposed to just to run nonstop all the time? Here's the truth. When you push and push and push out of fear that it won't happen unless you do everything yourself, that's not faith. Faith is trusting that God is still moving when you're still. Faith says, I can breathe, I can stop, I can rest because my Father has already handled this for me. And that's what I love about the spirit of the women in Vicksburg. They didn't have an easy road, but they had an unshakable trust that God could carry them. The rough, he carried it. That's the kind of faith that allows you to keep your strength and your sanity at the same time. Now fast forward us to where we are today. We're not under siege. We're not hiding in caves. We're not rationing scraps to make it another day. We're living in a time they prayed for. That means we can live from peace, not panic. See, Isaiah 40:31 says, they wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. Waiting isn't about trapping your food and getting frustrated. It's about expecting. It's about resting with confidence, knowing God is filling you up while you trust him. That's what we're about here at Love and Light Ministries. We don't rehearse the pain. We rejoice the light. We live like victory is already ours because it is. Neville said, your imagination is God in action. So if you're going to picture anything, picture yourself free, laughing and rested. Rested is where your best ideas are born. It's where you're hearing clearly ears so you can recognize God's voice. I think about how those women here had to keep going no matter what. And I realize you and I have a choice they didn't have. We can choose to stop overworking, overthinking, and overplanning. We can choose to rest in God's finished work. Matthew 11:28-29 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary, but I will give you rest. You will find rest for your souls." That is not about sheep or sleep. That's about peace. That goes deeper than anything a nap can give you. And maybe you need to hear this today. You don't have to earn that peace. It's yours right now. See, Vicksburg is reminding me, and I want it to remind you, that resilience isn't about running until you drop. It's about knowing when you stand firm and when you let go. It's about living in God's rhythm, not in your fear's schedule. So let me ask you what battle you're fighting that isn't yours to fight anymore. Where do you need to put the sword down, breathe deep, and let God step in? Because I promise you this, if you keep trying to do it all yourself, you'll end up tired and bitter. But if you trust in Him, you'll end up amazed how beautifully it comes together. Faith will surprise you like that. Faith is the exhale that keeps you from suffocation in your own effort. So here's your reminder from Vicksburg today. You have permission to rest. You have permission to live like the victory is already yours. You have permission to protect your joy, your creativity, and your energy. You're not under siege. You are free. And when you walk in that truth, you carry the same strength those women had, plus the peace they never got to fully enjoy. That's your inheritance. That's what you pass down. So today, stop overworking your body. Stop overthinking your dreams, explaining your blessings. Take the rest, trust the process. Let God's fight be the enough. That's Vicksburg for me. Strength with peace, resilience with rest, victory with joy. And you know what she did? She put on her armor of God and she went on her way. Bless you guys from Vicksburg today.